Well, good morning and welcome back to Log Cabin Firewood. Today on the channel, we're taking care of a tree that the top got blown out of in a storm that we had over the summer. So what's going on, everybody? I've got a maple tree here that the top got blown out of in a storm. The water comes from up here in the woods and pretty much runs all the way down here. Took out the roots of this tree, rotted this guy out. There might be some good wood in here, there might not be, but we're gonna go ahead and get this taken care of. So I am not an arborist, I am not a tree guy. I typically don't cut trees down like this. This stuff's really dangerous. So when you're dealing with trees like this that are hung up in other trees, you gotta be really careful. You gotta pay attention to what's going on, you gotta pay attention to compression, and what's the other word I'm thinking about? There's two different words when you're dealing with blowovers. There's compression, like, and tension or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to think about that and Google it and come back. Probably not though. I'm thinking I wanna notch this tree to fall that way, and that would get everything, you know, away from this other maple, because I really don't want to take this little guy out. But I have the Mazdam rope puller, which I might throw up here and rig around this part that's fallen off, and I might try to rip that off first. There might be enough power in that Mazdam rope puller to where if I tie it off over here in the distance to another tree, I might be able to bust that loose and let it fall by itself, and then I can take this last piece of tree out. I don't know. So that's probably what I'm going to try first. Let's do that. So the tree's about right there behind us, and I'm going to use probably this tree as my rigging point. And I just have this, I guess a choker cable you would call it. I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to choke this. And then this end is what I'll hook the Mazdam rope puller up to. Miss Veda's super excited. Alright, so now you guys can make fun of me try to throw this thing up in the tree. And what I'm going to do first, I think, is I am going to try and break this piece off that's hanging. I'm just going to rig this up, loop it around itself, and then I'll choke this off to itself and take the rope over to the rope puller and go from there. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Nope. It's up. Hey, there we go. All right, we're gonna hook this to itself and pull it up. And then we'll take this rope over to the rope puller. So I went ahead and hooked up the ratchet portion to my choker cable, and I've already got this thing threaded through. Very simple. Send the rope through the eyelet that it's going to be pulling on, wrap it around the cog in the center, and then pull the slack out of this. Now, I could have probably went, I think this has 100 foot of rope, so I could have went a lot more. But just pull the slack out of this. But get this as tight as you can. This is what we've got. We're rigged up over there. I honestly think the fibers in that tree are going to be too tight to do this, but we're going to try it anyway. And just like I anticipated, the fibers are way stronger than I thought. So here's option 2. All right, so here's option 2. Option 2 is I can keep the tension on this as it stands. I can notch this rotten spot here, or attempt to get a notch in this. I'd probably let the tension off of this while I was notching it too. But I could attempt to notch this and try and get it to go the direction of the rope. But I've also got the corner of my woodshed here. I don't think it would fall this way, but just in case it did, my other option here is I'm gonna go up here and start in the limb wood and start busting this apart and working my way up this way. I mean, I'll probably be able to get to about this crotch, but once I get to that crotch, I feel a little bit more confident in dropping this. That way, this big log isn't preventing this from falling over towards me. I don't know, let's try it. Again, I'm not a tree faller. We're just kind of faking this until I make it. So we are at the tip of the tree, and what I'm gonna do first is start up here somewhere. I'll make myself a nice clear path, and then I will just go to town, cutting this thing up. And I did release the tension on the rope puller, so there's not anything on there. It's just kind of hanging loose right now. I don't know if you can see it from here. Here we go, we'll fire this all up and see what we can get done. So, I almost had a casualty. Miss Veda was standing right here as this thing just broke off. And I've been telling her to get away, but she likes to be close to her daddy. That thing would have killed her. So, put your dogs in the house. Don't be a dum-dum like me. But that was actually really cool. Now this thing's on the ground. I can go ahead and put my perfect stick on here and go to town cutting this thing up into 16-inch pieces. Man, I'm glad you ran out of the way, Veda. With this tree, most of it is just garbage. This is going to become just campfire wood. But I'm glad that it's not hanging up in the trees anymore. Now we are left with just this main trunk piece, and I think I'm going to fell it back this way, like towards my saw. That way I got a nice clean drop area here. And then it gives me a spot to chop it up right here too. Nice flat spot so I'm not standing down here in the trench. All right, let's try and get this done. So when I came through the first time, I was about an inch lower than my notch. See? And you know, you should be about an inch above where your notch is. I really didn't do this correctly. Again, I'm not a tree faller. And then I had this big old like knot of rot on the back here to try and get through to see the front of it. But it's on the ground safely. And I could have probably planned my escape route a little bit better than standing down here in the gully. But I wanted this to fall this way, and we got her done. Let's get this busted up, and then we got a few things to talk about. Well, we got all this stuff cut up. Now the hard part, well, actually no, it's not going to be hard at all, because I'm probably just going to let this lay here, and when I can throw this all in my fire pit, we have a few parties in the fall, and I'll get a good roaring fire going, and I will just throw this in whole. And as you can see, I have a pretty decent sized fire pit, and we get this thing roaring. Like, we'll have this entire thing just full of coals, because most of this stuff is all rotten, and it's just not worth splitting. I would make more of a mess splitting this than I would anything. But I'm gonna get cleaned up over here, and then you could meet me over by my truck. We gotta have a talk. So now that we're done with the messing around with that rotten tree, I got some important stuff to talk about. So a couple weeks back, I did a video on the Solidur comfy chainsaw pants. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a different pair. These are the limited edition Solidur cutting pants, and we'll get to how I got these. A couple weeks after I made that video about the Solidur comfies, Tyler from Bartlett Arbor Supplies actually reached out to me and emailed me. And I'll read you the email. And they didn't ask for any of this, but Tyler says, "Hey man, this is Tyler from Bartlett Arbor Supply. I film and edit the videos along with a few other things here at Bartlett. I just wanted to say good job on the Solidur video. Filming and editing along with the overall quality was just great. I just finished watching it. I enjoyed it and really appreciate the shout out. I'm glad you enjoyed the Solidur comfies. I just figured I'd reach out and ask if it was okay to send you a little care package," again, not expected, "and ask if it was okay to send you a little care package with some free stuff along with a free pair of the limited edition Solidur climb pants to show appreciation. If so, let me know. Anyway, keep it up with the YouTube channel, and I wish you great success with it. Thanks, Tyler." Now, I was not expecting this at all. I did that video because I bought those pants and I really enjoyed them, and I wanted to share with you guys that I think they're awesome. I think they're great. And these are pretty comfortable as well. I'll go over these here in a second. But this was one of the cool things that Bartlett sent me, and you guys are going to land a spot on the back of my dump trailer. That way I could show off my appreciation. And everybody knows I love stickers, so I am going to end up putting a bunch of stickers on the trailer here too, but this will be the first one that, oh man, it's not going to really show up. I might not put this one on the trailer. This one might make it on the, man, where can I put it? Yeah, because this ain't really going to show up with the black on black. We got to rethink this one. Hold on. All right, so I went ahead and put the paper back on this one. I have another place I can put this. Once my new toy arrives, I think it'll look better with the black on black. This wouldn't show up on here, but I have other options. Stand by. All right, well, Tyler, we're going to have to settle for a much smaller sticker on the dump trailer. If you guys have any big ones with the white backing and you want to send it to me, I'd be glad to put it over top of this one. But we'll put that right there. There we go. You made the trailer. Let's go talk about some other cool stuff. All right, so this right here was a bag that was full of all kinds of stickers. Tyler must know I really like stickers, and there's several of them here, which is really cool because I can put these all over the place. When I get my new toy, I'll put some of these on there too. I might even put a couple more of these on the trailer on various locations. But this was part of the care package. And again, guys, they didn't ask me to do this unboxing of the stuff that, you know, they sent me, but, you know, as my appreciation, I'm sharing it. I got a handful of neck gaiters, you know, the things that'll come down over your neck and you can pull it up, kind of like face diapers. These are nice. I use these a lot, like if I'm camping and it's daylight out and I want to take a nap, I can put this over my head and pull this over my face, and then this kind of like gives me some, I don't know, like just gets the sunlight out of my eyes. What else did we get? We got a nice shirt. It says work hard and stay humble. And I am who I am. I'm not going to change. Got a nice Bartlett Arbor Supply shirt. I'm not sure what this is. Let's open it up and find out. It's either a bag or it's a flag. And I'd be cool with either one. Oh no, it's like a bigger, thicker neck gaiter. Oh, this is like for winter time. So I could put this on my head. Let's see here if I can do it without taking your microphone. There we go. So then my neck stays warm and my face. Yeah, I couldn't tell what this was when it was in the box because it's a super thick, almost like fleece material. Super cool, guys. Thank you, man. This is like Christmas all over again. Oh, I did see these already, and I should have broke these out and wore them today because I was in the woods. I've never seen these before, but what an awesome idea. So these are mesh glasses to where it'll keep the dust out of my eyes, but they're not going to fog up and water's not going to get on them. I don't think so. But they also have a foam. There's foam around the outside of them that goes against your face. That way it'll keep dust from getting in your eyes. I love these. This is my favorite thing so far. There's a keychain. I have a couple other keychains, key holders. I got a whistle. Whew, it's a really loud one too. And that's it. And then this is the bag that these new pants that I have on came in. There we go. They're protected. They're category C. So compared to the comfies, I feel like these comfies they have a lot more protection up here, or maybe it's a thicker material. But no, I think they have protection all the way up the thigh, as to where these don't have much protection here at all. I think all the protection here is on the front of the shin and on the back around the ankle. And then everything else here is super breathable. But just like the comfies, these are super comfortable too. And these also have a built-in belt. So I could pull these tight and I could button it up and make this tighter, but I do like the feel of the suspenders. You know, the suspenders keep your pants where they need to be. I'm not sitting there pulling up. It gets annoying when you have to sit there and pull pants up. That was one of the reasons why I got rid of my chaps and I opted to try the Solidor pants. But yeah, Tyler, thank you so much for the care package. I wasn't expecting all this cool stuff, and you know, I didn't do my video for anything free either, but you know, super appreciated, brother. It means a lot. So one of the coolest aspects about these pants is the material that goes down the knee and around the ankle. It's almost like it's some type of like, I mean, it says on here it's a ripstop material, and that might be also up here too. But I just wore these when I was cutting back in the woods, and you know, there was a bunch of brush and sticker bushes, low-laying sticker bushes. This didn't get caught up or hung up on anything, which is super cool. So it says that these are also water repellent, which is a nice concept. And it's got a 4-way stretch, you know, yeah, and it comes in its own little carry pouch too. So I need to figure out if I can wash these things. I don't know if I could throw them in the washer with the, I mean, both pairs. I don't know if I can wash them in the washing machine. I might have to hand wash them because I'm sure in the summertime they're going to get smelly. If you guys know the answer to that, let me know in the comments if I could throw these in the washing machine. I'm pretty sure I can, but I just have to like line dry them or hang them to dry. I don't think I could put them in the dryer on heat. That'd probably tear them apart. But yeah, super cool pants, just as good as the Solidor Comfies, and I will continue to wear both on the channel because it's, you know, 1 is none and 2 is 1. That's all I got for you guys today. Take care of each other, and I'll catch you back here on the next one. See ya.